Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another reading. As you can see from the title, we are tapping into this beautiful Scorpio full moon. Going down sometime tomorrow. I am recording this April 30th, the last day of April. And the full moon is on May 1st. Okay, it's gonna be May. It is also Beltane. Okay, a very beautiful celebratory occasion, day, ceremonies. So all in all, May 1st is just such a beautiful time. April was a lot. April is definitely a lot. I feel like a lot of blessings, a lot of things happen, but a lot of things happen. So, and I feel like April kind of had a Mercury retrograde vibe to it, at least this last week. So, she can go. She can go. I definitely don't feel like this month flew by in any way. It was definitely giving a proper length of time. And yeah, hate to see it, or yeah, hate to see you go, love to see you walk away, some shit like that. I don't know. So let's go ahead and tap in. And yes, we do have a Sagittarius full moon later this month as well in May. So we do have two full moons. I am just going to focus on the Scorpio full moon. If and when I feel called to channel the Sagittarius full moon, I will closer to that time. But we are just going to focus on this one full moon. Okay. We're going to really pivot our attention there. So one of my clients let me know that this is also called the flower full moon. And earlier today, I just recognized that daisies were really showing up for me that morning. I got a car freshener, right, that was supposed to smell like a daisy field. Don't really have much to compare it to. And there were these really pretty mugs that I saw. Daisy, one of my clients, Daisy, and that person was coming up as well. So like that just kept coming through. And anyway, I realized, okay, it is also the flower full moon. So that was my like, yeah, we gotta channel, we gotta get some messages out here. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, I already have a card pulled from the Vampire Fae Oracle. This is my newest addition to my collection, and I actually have a video here on YouTube unboxing this. So I was shuffling all my decks here. We got 4 decks in total. My Vampire Fae, the Priestess of Light Oracle. Okay, we have Earth and Bone Oracle out here, and then this tarot deck, ignore the smudges, really no names, just called Tarot by Ace Lion. Okay, my cat hair over here. Okay, I feel like there's something so rich about cat hair. But also, I needed to point out that I am such a Cancer 6th house, because even when I'm doing work, because this is work. I love doing this, but it kind of is work, okay? It 100% is work, not just because I get paid for it. Not yet, not on YouTube, but readings in general, I do get paid for it. Like me just tapping into energies and channeling it, I get paid for that. But not just because I get paid for it. It feels like an obligation. Like if I don't get messages out, I don't even know what will happen, because that's never been the case. Anytime I get that feeling, that call to share messages, I always do. So anyway, the first card that came out, this kind of was at the top of the deck when I was done shuffling, and I just feel like it's so spot on. It speaks to Scorpio energy. Okay, the end is the beginning, and this card is all about transformation. This card is all about not really knowing what's next, but feeling the anticipation, feeling like, okay, there is something brewing, and that's all you know. And at this point, that's really all you need to know. There's a level of trust that the collective really has within themselves at this time. And this is not just from this card, this is just channeling throughout the day. The collective is trusting themselves more. The collective is trusting the process more. Okay, there are certain hiccups along the journey that would have happened, that did happen in the past, and the collective was greatly reacting to it. Okay, you know how the law of attraction, people like to say, don't focus on the 3D, don't believe the 3D, don't even look at the 3D, persist, persist, persist. That's kind of what the collective is doing. We are not being thrown off our path, we're not being thwarted, we're not being pulled back into old ways. The collective is really standing true and standing tall and standing 10 toes down, within their growth, within their healing, within their ascension, within their awareness. Okay, so before there was awareness, but it would be very easy for the collective to kind of almost sacrifice that awareness or ignore that awareness and be swallowed up by old ways, by old patterns, by old thinking, old people, old paradigms, old programming, whatever. And now those same type of old influences are trying to show up, trying to rear their head, and nope, locked in. The collective is locked in. Okay, recognizing it, not ignoring it, but seeing it for what it is. So there is so much growth, so much growth, and I feel like that's something that we all need to hear at this time, because so long as we understand that, so long as we understand that we are not who we were, we are not caught up in the same ways, we are not asleep, we are awake, we are more fully embodied. It's like, okay, as long as we know that to be true, whatever else is next has to be beautiful. It has to be something so out of this world, because look at the work that was put into me becoming this person that now gets to experience what's to come. I hope that makes sense. um okay, I don't want to make this long. I did want to read a little blurb from the book, the guidebook from the Vampire Fae. Again, the end is the beginning. So a key phrase for this is, in destruction, there is potential. Okay. From the ruins, new power springs. Surrender to the unknown, enjoy the suspense, and activate the potent magic of the transformational time, of this transformational time. Yes. So if there is any type of rituals, magic spells, work, WERK, um, let it be centered around one, grounding, really grounding yourself within all this transformation, being unbothered and untouched as things are kind of being destroyed and built up, things, magic spells that focus on you being on the winning team. Okay, whatever is going down, you're winning and you're succeeding from it. I feel like this is a great time for road opener spells as well. This is a beautiful time to be very intentional with what it is you want. Okay, the way she's kind of like sitting here, I'm almost like imagining her with like a journal where she's just journaling out, scripting, right? All she wants to see and experience. Okay, I feel like this is a very sacred time that she has within her day to sit here and dream and imagine and reflect. Okay. And very much surrounded and protected here. You see these, they look like birds, illuminated birds, but butterflies as well. I don't know, butterflies or birds. Okay, representing that magical energy that surrounds you, representing ancestors, representing the wisdom, the guidance, that feminine wisdom energy. Trust your intuition at this time. Trust what you've been focusing on. Trust what you've been feeling called to think about, to talk about, to be about, right? Because that's connected to this beginning here, that you're not as out of the dark of on what is next as you might think you are, right? Maybe it just requires really listening to your intuition, really listening to yourself here. Whatever it is, again, it's things we could label under blessings, miracles, abundance. Divine masculine, electric, active power. And I was speaking on that divine feminine, that divine wisdom energy as well. We have divine masculine here. Okay, our steps being guided, our actions being guided. This is doing certain things and you don't really know why. This is someone, I'm not going to think, I'm going to just do. And that really paying off. That's the wisdom right now. Like, focus more on your actions. Stop overthinking. Stop overanalyzing. Show up. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fall. Be afraid to waste opportunities because you're stuck in your head. Be afraid of being your worst critic. Everyone's like, man, go for it. You're great. You're going to kill it. Like, just believe in yourself. And you're sitting there not believing in yourself. Be afraid of that. Be afraid of living that backwards, where everyone is rooting for you. Everything is set up for you, but you're still working against yourself. Be afraid of that reality. River of blessings. Okay. Releasing constraints. This Scorpio full moon is going to help us let go of what we think we're controlling, why we think we need to control things. This idea that if we don't control every little thing, if we don't know every little thing, things are not going to work out. If we don't plan every little step, if we don't have an answer for every little question, it's saying fuck it to that idea of perfection that we've been programmed to believe. Everyone's going to have their own definition of perfection. And that their own definition is going to be the exact resemblance of themselves. Maybe just with a little bit more love, with a little bit more compassion. For those that identify with the divine masculine energy, especially if you identify with the twin flame connection here, okay, the divine masculine is experiencing a lot of blessings. What I'm seeing here as well, this is a specific message for twin flames, but this can show up in many ways. But let me, because I could explain it better with the twin flame energy. This is the divine masculine. Like, there's going to be a moment from this Scorpio full moon where the divine masculine is really going to see their counterpart for the wise being that they are. Something that their counterpart told them, some wisdom that their counterpart bestowed upon them at some point, they're going to actually be able to receive it and hear it in a way that they were not before. A collective of people that has struggled with setting boundaries for a long time, ready to set some boundaries, and it's gonna kind of shake the foundation. I feel like this is already kind of happening. I feel like this is more on the end energy versus the beginning. But I'm seeing some people here that set in boundaries, and it's kind of like, and it might even be startling to the person setting boundaries. Like, they don't even see it as that, but that's what it is. You're having a, like, you don't really know why you're acting the way you're acting, why you're reacting the way you are. You can't figure it out. You're setting boundaries. You're stopping people where they got you fucked up at. And not like in a big crazy way or anything like that. This is subtle action that speaks volumes. Something about this Scorpio full moon, there's, again, it's a lot of shift energy. It's like things are shifting. Things that's been one way for the longest is now kind of being flipped on its side. Like lover boys being brought back. I don't know. Like releasing this idea of, oh, I don't want to be a simp. Like, oh, I don't want to, like, people understanding how this is blocking them from experiencing real fruits, real beauty, real abundance in this life, real pleasure. People are waking up to how this is not just those that identify as the divine masculine energy or are heavily embodying that energy in this lifetime. Take it how it resonates, but it's a collective here. It's, if you're watching this, some way, shape, or form, you're resonating with this message, where we're seeing how our own ego, trying to protect our ego, has actually jolted us out of pleasure, true intimacy, true connection, true harmonious connections, communities. We've been trying too hard and trying too wrong in all the wrong ways. But we're releasing that. That's a part of this transformation here. Okay, let me transform myself from someone who is very self-destructive to someone who is very self-loving and self-persevering. This is actually destroying yourself, thinking that you're protecting yourself, but you're not. You're destroying all the possibilities of what could be. You are destroying your chances of experiencing certain timelines, certain realities, certain energies, certain feelings, certain emotions. So definitely the end of karmic loops with this Scorpio full moon. Okay, again, I don't want to make this too long. So let's go ahead. We're going to go to my Earth and Bone Oracle. This deck has definitely been popping out more as we are leading up to the Scorpio full moon. 28, flight, opportunity, prosperity, new venture. Don't wait. Yeah, literally, don't wait. Don't miss your beat. Believe in something. Go after something. Don't be too quick to say no to an opportunity. An opportunity actually holds more prosperity than you think. But also the opportunities that's coming in now, even if, okay, you don't take it at this time, it's representative of the opportunities to come. Pay attention to those subtle encounters, because those are actually a direct, like, hey, this is what's coming up. You know, it's like that subtle dialogue between characters that you think, oh, it's like a filler scene, but if you're really paying attention, it's a lead up to future scenes, future episodes. Okay, we're actually being given a lot of what do they call it? Not clues. It's in video games. Easter egg, or not Easter. Is it Easter eggs? Something eggs. Like in video games, little things that kind of helps along the way. Clues. But there was something else for it, but yeah. We're essentially being given a lot of clues here as to what life is going to look, and what life is going to look like within the next couple years, actually, surrounding this full moon. That's interesting. There has to be like a bigger thing kind of that's happening, and I'm not tapping into that in this reading. We have meadow. Oh, what did I say? My the car freshener that I got was supposed to smell like a daisy field. I love that. Meadow, completion, success, blessings, positivity, gratitude. Absolutely. For many people, this is a confirmation. If you've come to this video, if you've landed on this video, okay, especially around this full moon, definitely within the month of May, you have already taken flight. You have already taken action on the opportunities that presented themselves, okay? You did not shut yourself out of rooms you were clearly invited into and prepared to be in, okay? You have been opening yourself up to new venture. There's a completion here. There's success here. Something that couldn't really take off until you completed something else. This is like you're not able to start your job until you actually graduate, right? But you have the job lined up. So as soon as you do graduate, you take a little time off and you're ready, right? You're coming back fall with the job that you already secured back in March. Okay, it's kind of that energy here. Don't hesitate to kind of play the long game here. This is like be direct, take action, but don't be afraid to play the long game. This is not be impulsive and like a cheap you're gonna give up quickly type of way. No, it's like, man, just go for it. Just go ahead and lock in with something. But again, you're locking in with it. Does that make sense? Because this isn't some overnight thing. You're taking opportunity, you're taking flight, you're taking action on something that it's been in you, but it required releasing some type of constraint to really act on it, to really take flight on it. And you did, right? So now you can bask in this energy of gratitude, of feeling successful. You quite literally took action. You got out of your head, you stopped overthinking, overanalyzing, stopped planning, and you locked in and you got it done. And within all of this, created or sustained a very beautiful community, a very beautiful collective here. If you're watching this, you're not just thinking about, oh yeah, these are things I've done. You're thinking about some other, some loved ones that you had, like, man, yeah, they're doing it too. You might even feel called to send this to someone, like, yeah, I just want you to know, I know you can resonate with this because you've been putting in that work. And you have so much to feel successful about. The Scorpio full moon is going to help people who have been struggling with an inner calling, struggling with just feeling like there's something else they should be doing, something more that they should be doing, but not really knowing what. Again, it's not necessarily that this Scorpio moon is screaming it at you like it is, but it's screaming it at you from the other side of the void. So it's kind of like the whole interrogation room setup, right? And it's like if the cops were screaming at the person being interrogated. The person being interrogated doesn't know that. So there is screaming involved, but it's almost like you don't know unless you feel it. And so this is definitely, it's no greater time than to lock in with your intuition and really a time to test your intuition and how good you're able to listen to it and receive and again take action on it. Beautiful time for journaling, beautiful time for a nice red wine, a deep red wine and a bath here. Okay, a nice beautiful bath. For those who are getting their period on this full moon, it could be a heavy month. It's a lot of releasing. Okay, definitely make sure that you are getting your energy, maintaining your energy. 3 of Pentacles. I'm not going to take it, but 3 of Pentacles. Structure, organization, putting structure to something, living a more structured life, having a system that works for you, a practice that works for you. We have the, am I still recording? Okay. We have the Ace of Cups. And I love using this tarot deck. This is such like an abyss. What's next? Because it's just like it's so dark. I think about being out in space and you're just trying to piece together what comes next or what came before. So I love using this deck for energies like this. Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands. What's next? Whatever your heart desires, whatever you want to do. So if you are watching this and you are graduating soon or you've already graduated and you really don't know what is next, this is this might be a great time for a gap year. where you really just do some things that you've just been wanting to do. Okay, you might not necessarily know how to monetize this thing you want to do. There might not really be a way. You might not even want to, but you just want to live, you just want to explore, you want to experience, you want to rest, you want to rejuvenate and celebrate yourself and be patient with yourself. This is definitely a time to do that. The Scorpio full moon said there's nothing more important, or there's nothing worth chasing more than the things you love, than the life you love, than the people you love. Okay, there is nothing more important than love. This is actually a very like a low key romantic full moon. Um, yeah, it's like whatever you're really giving your time and energy to surrounding the Scorpio full moon, it's almost like a love letter to that thing. Like, oh, you love it. You love it for real. Okay, because this is what your mind, body, and soul wants to do when this Scorpio full moon comes out. This is where you want to dedicate your time, energy, attention, resources, heart, mind, soul, body, whatever. Those who invest in their happiness invest in filling their cup or the cup of others, being greatly rewarded. This is also direct ancestral help. So, this is a great time to work with ancestors here, to connect, to really tap in and figure out what the hell they're trying to say to you, because so much is going to come through and you're going to be greatly rewarded and gifted from it. Like, this is knowing, okay, my birthday rolling around, so I know grandma about to send me a birthday card with $25 in it, $50, $100, whatever. This is knowing, or Christmas, like, you know, you about to be gifted, you know, you're about to be blessed. You know, every time you see this one family member, they gonna slide you some money, or they gonna slide you some wisdom, or help out in some type of way. You know, if you just call this one person, you in it clear, you got it. Whatever you ask for, you got it. And but again, this is not a taking advantage energy. I know that's not the collective that I'm tapping into. If you're here, this is all from a pure state. Ace of Swords, Three of Wands. Yeah, literally, the world is your oyster type vibes. Like, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? It's, you're all backed. You're all supported. You're prepared. There's literally nothing holding back the collective. Oh, I was channeling that too earlier. This is like, this Scorpio full moon has a very unstoppable, that might somehow be in the title. I'm not sure. Yeah, the Two of Cups also keeps coming out. Like I said, it's a very romantic energy. Um, with this, but it also, it might be silent. So Scorpio placements here, you or your partner, like, the love is so clear, but it might be so clear that it don't even need to be talked about. But that might be something that, you know, again, when it comes to just do it, already, be courageous. Maybe it does need to be discussed, maybe it does need to be talked about. Okay, yes, it might be so obvious and so clear that two people love each other, but that doesn't mean we can't speak on it as well. But like I was saying, this full moon has a very unstoppable vibe to it. I keep hearing, you know, people are, you know, saying the same thing on social media, that whole, oh, no one here, or no one's coming to save you, implies that no one's coming to stop you either. And I feel like that's popular around this time for a reason, because again, it's something so unstoppable about the Scorpio full moon. The collective is realizing how unstoppable they are. The collective is realizing only they can stop the force and halt themselves. Only they can decide what stops their momentum. Okay, and that's fucking empowering. Realizing that you're your biggest op, if you decide to be, no one else could fuck you up the way that you could fuck you up. And then recognizing I don't want to fuck myself up anymore is like, okay, so can't nobody fuck me up then? Like, I am literally unstoppable. That's what this Scorpio full moon is giving, and I'm so excited. And I know this is going to connect to the Sagittarius full moon, so I might just do like a part 2, because this full moon is so badass, and Scorpios are badass as fuck, but it's leaning into that Sag energy badass. Like, get the fuck out of my way. I'm gonna do what I want to do and leave you in my dust. Okay, if you can keep up, awesome, love that, join me. I don't care. um there's something very like inclusive about this full moon that I think pertains more to Sagittarius energy versus Scorpio energy. It's like I don't just want to heal for myself or by myself, because again, we're out of that. We were in that space. We were in that space. Previous Scorpio full moons, we were in that space, that hermiting energy. It's us kind of against the world right now. We're just trying to strengthen ourselves and learn about ourselves. This Scorpio full moon is like, oh, I know myself and I trust myself. So what's next? Like, put me in a game, coach. I'm literally ready. I'm ready for what's next. I'm ready to take all of my rearing and my deprogramming and my healing and all of that in my initiation phases. I'm ready to take that out. I'm ready to show that, to embody that. And I know that I'm already surrounded by people that are also in this space, and I'm going to meet more people that's in this space, and I'm going to help people get in this space. The collective is ready to pop out with all that they are and with all that they've learned. And it's very beautiful. So I definitely see people that were living more low-key lives getting a little bit more active and being outside a little bit more this May. And I'm very excited for that. But I'm going to go ahead and close that out. If you want a personal Scorpio full moon reading, you can find the link to my website below and you can book the full moon reading. And I believe I'm still doing a Scorpio or a full moon discount sale. I don't know if that's ended already. If I am still doing that, I will leave that code below as well, so you can type that in when you book the full moon reading. Yeah, okay. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.